Hello everybody, MD Polo here. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be taking a look at a trigger system. And this trigger system is by Timney Triggers. Timney is a company that's been around for at least 75 years, and they're very famous for their trigger components, their trigger systems for rifles. At least that's what I knew of them because I have them on a couple of rifles. I never looked into them for pistol triggers until I ran across a video from Tactical Considerations. If you don't know his channel, you should take a look at it. He's got a very good channel, very informative, and he put out a couple of videos comparing most of the major trigger components, aftermarket triggers for Glocks. And Timney was right at the top of his list. I respect his opinion, his knowledge, so I took a look at them and was impressed with what I saw. I reached out to the company and they were gracious enough to send me a trigger, the trigger that you see in front of you, for test and evaluation. This particular one is called the Alpha Glock Competition Trigger for the Gen 5 Glocks. They have different triggers that fit generations 3 and 4, but this in particular is for a Gen 5. So just to show you that the gun has been safety checked, but just to double check, always be safe. The gun is clear. So let's take a look at the trigger here. Let's scoot out a little bit more. There we go. So as you can see here, it's a very nice flat, it turns into a flat blade trigger here. You do have the safety dingus in the middle. So there's your safety blade. Now the nice thing about this trigger is that it retains all Glock safeties, so you don't lose anything as far as safety there. And it is an aluminum trigger. The trigger shoe that we're looking at is an aluminum trigger shoe. So you're not dealing with polymer, and that's very nice. Let's see if we can get you a little bit closer there. No, it's not liking it very much, but I think that's about as close as I can get you. The nice thing about it, and I'll put some pictures here for you to take a look at, is that not only you get all Glock parts, it uses all Glock OEM parts as far as the internals, as you can see here in the picture, but everything has been Teflon, nickel, and P3 coated. The trigger bar, the sear, everything has been coated. So this is a very nice process that it virtually eliminates friction, and it gives you a very smooth feel. The other thing that you're going to notice in the next photograph is that not only you get the trigger shoe with the trigger safety in the shoe, and you get the trigger bar, but also you get the entire sear housing. The whole sear housing has been redesigned to work with this trigger. And it is a drop-in system. I am not an armor by any means. I've installed 3 trigger systems in my life, and this being the third one. And I was able to do it no problem. You just pull out the sear component, the sear housing that comes in with the Glock. You drop in theirs, connect the trigger bar, and it is actually a very simple process. We'll open this Glock here in a second. So looking back at the pistol, and again, we've already checked that it's clear, but let's take a look here at the trigger itself. It is a 3-pound pull as advertised by Timney. This one is pulling at 3.3, between 3.3 very consistently. And let's see how close I can get you here. So there you go. You start with the trigger. The safety blade disappears and it is flat, and there's no way you can pull it without depressing that safety. So you go in and you're at a wall there. It is absolutely smooth. There's nothing. I'm not sure if you can hear it. Actually, let me try this. I'm going to take my mic off and try to get it close to you so you can hear it. There's the mic. And then a break. Crisp. I mean, it is fantastic break. And then the reset is going to be there. Very tactile, You heard it for sure, very audible there. And then you're instantly back in the wall. There's no creep, there's no over travel, nothing. Once it breaks, you're instantly at the wall again. Let's look at it again. There's your break, your reset, I'm sorry, and there's the break. This is as close, and yes, I'm going to say this, this is as close to a 1911 trigger that I've felt on a polymer pistol, a striker-fired polymer pistol. It is just wonderful, and you can even do it left-handed. So it's an ambi trigger as well. Yes, that was a joke. So anyway, let's take a look at the inside. The gun is unloaded. Pull, disassemble this. There you go. Sorry about that. And here, you're going to take you can see, you get the trigger. And I know that my video is going to be instantly demonetized by YouTube for doing this. It would already get demonetized because it is by installing this trigger. So that's the modification of a firearm. Then you got the field stripping, just removing this to show you the inside. That is modification of a firearm per YouTube's new policies. And then when I put this, the slide, back on, is modifying the pistol again. So this video is going to have no shot at being monetized, but that's not why we do this. So you get your trigger shoe with a safety, and you get your trigger bar, and everything's been polished and coated, like I said earlier. And there you can see the red part, the sear housing. I'm trying to find the best light for you. You can see the sear housing in there, how everything has been redesigned from the original. And it's just, when you remove the system, it just drops right in, connect your trigger bar, and you're ready to go. So they did a fantastic job with this. And again, like I said, if I can install this, anybody can really. And put this back together. It's always fun around a tripod. And we're ready to go. So one more time, there's no reason to make this video go longer than it is, but it hits right there. Just a ton of fun. And then you return. I know, it's going longer than it should, but I'm just having a lot of fun dry firing this thing. It is a joy. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Timney trigger, the Alpha Glock competition for Gen 5, available also for Gen 3 and Gen 4. And just to read you again the specs here, they listed as a 3-pound pull weight, crisp trigger brake, Teflon nickel coated NP3, trigger bar and sear, redesigned sear housing, aluminum trigger with safety blade, and all of it has been anodized aluminum, and uses all Glock OEM parts. It's about $145, and I think it is money very, very well spent. Love this trigger. Yes, they sent it to me for free, but with the understanding that I would say whatever I felt, and you're going to get my honest opinion. If it sucked, I would tell you, but it doesn't. They did a fantastic job. Trying to keep it under 10 minutes. I did. Thank you very much for joining me. As always, I upload videos every Friday morning, and when I can on Wednesday mornings as well. I'm very active on Instagram. There you can see what's going to hit the YouTube channel way before it does. So please follow me there. And until the next time, please keep praying for our country. And God bless.